Hi, I'm Tawna Fenske, author of sexy romantic comedies, including my new release, The Fix-Up, which is on sale now from Entangled Publishing. It's the first book in my new First Impressions series. So one question I get a lot from readers is, what's your workspace look like? I think they're probably envisioning naked men writhing on the floor and massaging my shoulders. Sadly, that is not the case, but I was going to give you a little tour just so you can see what the space actually looks like. So here we go. Computer, a necessary tool for probably most authors. I have about 800 pairs of glasses there. I tend to lose them at a rate of about 20 pairs a year, so I buy a lot from zennyoptical.com, which is where I get them for about $6.95. Over here we have a bookshelf with paperback versions of most of my books, and a few audiobooks sprinkled in there. An under-desk space heater that's a little beat up. One thing I really dig about this workspace is we live on a street that's a little bit busy, lots of people walking dogs and going to the nearby dog park and jogging past, and even a schoolyard across the street. And I really kind of dig that energy. I think it helps with the writing thing, although admittedly it can be a little bit awkward to be writing sex scenes with kids out on recess across the street. So we have here my beverages of choice. I drink a lot of tea and a lot of water. So I always have those sitting there, and those of you who follow me on Facebook know that I really am obsessed with my Erin Condren planners. That's kind of how I keep my day job life separate from my author life, separate from my personal life. So I was just in the middle of transitioning from 2015 to 2016, so that's why I've got two of them sitting there. Another thing that I do a lot to keep my books separate, I have 5 new releases coming out in the next 12 months. So I have a playlist and a candle for each book, and that's kind of the trigger that I use to switch back and forth between releases. Here we have the Bendy. We have the Hell Corner. My inbox gets a little bit overflowing when I am on deadline and don't have time to tidy it up. So I'm about 3 weeks from completing my current release. That's why that's overflowing. And it's also because I'm a slob. My husband is really awesome about giving me little presents that go with each release. Some of you know each of my books has a working title that ends in bitches. And so like beach bitch, divorce bitch, PR bitch. Anyway, these are the scarves he used to give me for each release. And we recently switched to this little wine glass that has the corks for whichever celebratory bottle of wine accompanies a book release. So that's sort of the new system. Got some art there. We got giant bookshelf filled with other people's books, and the door to the space. That's the bark you heard earlier is Bindi. Hi, Bindi. Bindi's an Australian Kelpie, which is sort of like a herding dog on crack. She keeps me in line and protected. I think she's patrolling now. We actually have 5 cats. I'm kind of surprised there's no cat in the frame. Usually they're on the desk or in front of the fireplace over there. So those of you familiar with our more professional caliber videos know my husband's a video producer. That's his space, although a little messy at the moment. Believe it or not, he's much tidier than I am. It just happens to be a disaster right now. And we are back where we started. The Fix-Up. On sale now from Entangled Publishing. If you like sexy romantic comedy, it's just $2.99. And there we go. Thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, I'm Tawna Fenske. And if you want to know more, visit my website at tawnafenske.com or check out The Fix-Up. Have an awesome day.